It's that time of week again. I'm Chef Nicolas, and let's just jump into it. Let's start with the prettiest dish, or the controversial word such as sexy, because I can't say that. Oops, too late. Skate wing baked with rice, red rice flour. Now, before I got my skate wing, what I did was I soaked it in milk because it gives off an ammonia smell to it after you cook it. So that's why I soaked it beforehand, and once I did that, I soaked it into some eggs so it can, capture the red rice. And I powderized my red rice and put it on top of it so I can bake it. Now, so what I did with this green sauce right here that was laid on the plate, this is green leek tops, which I boiled beforehand until it was soft. Then I got almond milk and add that into the blender because, well, the tops are very bitter and you want to balance it out very nicely. In order to do that, you need some more sweetness, but not overly sweet, so I used almond milk. Very tasty. Then I got some sauteed greens of peas and corn and all the other such and such. But my favorite part of this was the buckwheat waffle, or savory waffle, which was rather tasty. Well, you need to have something that's pretty cool, right? Now for this dish, this is what I used for a Super Bowl party weeks ago, well, during the Super Bowl. Everyone loved it, and I decided to use it for my clients this week. Which brings me to pork marinated preserved lemon and grapefruit pork skewers. Now what I did was I got my preserved oranges and grapefruit, put that through a processor until it was like, a little chunky, and then I added in olives, tapenade, and then I got my pork, cut that into small pieces such as strips, and then I just marinated that to get that flavor. I ended up throwing that in the oven and I decided to do something new. So I got some mustard greens and I actually blanch those because you want to keep the greens for a very long time, so you get rid of that enzyme that allows oxygen to change its color. But yes, I turned that mustard green into a romesco. Can't even say it right, can I? For the rest of the dish, I got padron peppers and spinach, and I sauteed that and just put it on the side, accompanying it. And then there was the charcoal broccoli, well, lemon charcoal broccoli. That was one of my favorite things to do. Especially when you get the lemon juice and you let it soak into the root of it, it actually comes out even more, well, the flavor at least. The sour and the bitterness, and it's just so perfect. Simple. Now speaking of simple, this one's very simple. I did a bison stew. This is what it had in it, since it's pretty self-explanatory when it comes to stews. Mushrooms, bison, tomatoes, mustard greens, homemade spice rub, which mainly tasted like radish spice because I added, radish seeds. I toasted that beforehand and some other spices, but you mainly got the radish flavor in it. And then I finished it with chickpeas. Just broiled it to a boil and it was good on itself. You didn't need to actually make a long stew where it would go for hours. It was a very simple stew that could be done literally in 10 minutes. And now for my last dish, which is also simple. I'm gonna make this fast paced. Wheat berry salad dressed with cranberry rhubarb dressing. This had burnt onion, then sliced up. Then we had sliced Napa cabbage, the wheat berries of course, roasted tomatoes, well, grape tomatoes, then just dressed with the cranberry rhubarb dressing. That was all made in the blender, of course. And yeah, it was a pretty simple dish on itself. As you guys know the drill, I'm Chef Nicolas. Don't forget to click that like button if you like this video. And if you want to follow us on our page, you can simply click the icon over there in the corner and it'll take you to the page, and all you have to do is say, hey, I'd like to follow this page, and see updated on what you've made the following week of food. I always like to experiment. That's what you're going to see around here. And if you want to follow my goofy self, I don't use Instagram as much as I used to. Here and there I do. I mainly just post my photos and videos and stuff like that. So I do want to give you a heads up on that. But you can follow my Instagram account, which is that. And I'll see you guys next week, as always, next Wednesday. Alright, you guys, have a good one. Peace.